Fortli pabrots.
Fortli pabrots.
Fortli pabrots.
Yeah, that's what it says here.
Fortli pabrots. Okay. And it apparently means what exactly?
Man up and
grow a
grow
pair.
a pair.
So
Yeah.
this is the pair, a pair of peppers.
Yeah.
Grow a pair of peppers.
It's a euphemism.
I see. Okay. Why do you know that?
It's because I speak Catalan.
Why do you speak Catalan? How did you come to learn Catalan?
When I was 16, I went to Barcelona on an exchange to learn Spanish. And
Okay.
after seeing that and hearing that people would talk in Catalan amongst themselves, I wanted to enter the conversation.
Right.
So at university, I took courses, and now I'm like a Catalan machine.
Okay, so so you stayed with a family there,
Yes.
and they would have to translate for you.
Yeah, I was with a family in a town called Argentona,
Okay.
and they would speak in Catalan, and I would be at the table being like, Castellano, por favor.
Yeah.
Ugh, I feel like such an asshole saying that now, but...
Right. Well, wait, so why do you feel it? That's actually a great question. So why do you feel like an asshole saying that? Is there something broader about the culture?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I started learning Catalan, I realized that it's more than just a language.
Right.
And I learned the history behind it and that it was suppressed for centuries. And so now, I was there in 2006.
Right.
Saying that just...
It
think of all the history.
Wow, that's really...
the parents themselves they couldn't speak it in public when they were my age.
Right.
So
So it reminds them of that time. That's amazing that any time, that they would ban a language. It's like, who cares how I talk to you? It actually is reminiscent of, the more I've learned about this stuff, the more I've seen there are parallels with just really horrible suppression throughout all of history, with people getting their languages suppressed and
outside of language, because I just said, it's more than a language. It's a culture. It's a history. Right. Imagine if we couldn't be out here talking in English.
Right.
It sounds ridiculous, but
it's just this. Right. So So my understanding is that Catalan was banned from the phone, from meetings for a few years.
From in public. Imagine if you stubbed your toe and you're like, mierda. That's not mierda.
Right.
Could be persecuted for it.
Right. Wow. So just hearing what you say about this kind of these language suppression tactics are something that really resonates with my history as a black person in the United States. When my ancestors came to the United States, they spoke West African languages, and they were barred and punished strictly, severely for speaking these languages, and they were forced to, in many cases, speak, or in many cases beaten severely and told to speak English, pidgin English. Now, it's different examples. Obviously, that's a long time ago, and this is something more modern era, but it's still kind of this...
resonates. There's an attitude behind it all.
Right. There's this just kind of strategy of I can use language
as a tool to obliterate a culture, or at least make it into something that control a culture.
Right. Or separate, if I want to separate you from maybe your past.